So once again, refresh Guam on social media. Refresh Guam.
Refresh Guam, truly local.
Good job, Jay.
I was doing an old school radio thing, like when the sound clip doesn't work, you improvise.
Hey, let's head into the K-Wave News Zoom room where our good friend Dr. Hoa Nguyen is standing by back on island, Doc.
Doc, we got some Kelaguen for you.
Okay. I sent someone over to pick it up.
Actually, I just got a text, Jay, from our good friend Betty Ann. She said, I've never seen Jason eat like that. That's how you can tell it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was I that gluttonous?
Well, you never actually ate anything in the studio ever before.
Okay,
so.
three squares. Shout out to Three Squares because I actually broke the intermittent
You,
fasting.
you broke through his OCD. Way to go. Dr. Hoa, good morning and welcome back.
Good morning, guys. Just flew in from last night.
Right.
Oh, wow.
I bet when you were gone, you were thinking, oh, let me go, let Guam chill out a little bit. I'll come back. Everything will die down. It'll be good to go. But sadly, that's not the case.
Yeah, we still have triple-digit number, and that's a very big surprise. I tell you, I got a lot of comment on the article that on the PDM the other day, but we really need to figure out, why our number is still so high now. It's about 3 months already.
Right. And if you guys missed it, Doc was basically saying that there should be a study conducted on just our situation with the high vaccination rate and the high number of vaccinated people in the hospital. That was pretty much the gist of what you were saying, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think someone need to kind of sit down and it need to be coordinated with public health and the hospital and everything, just to look at the number and see, hey, why do we still have so much positive? I think that is access to the information and the data to put this thing together is very important. Just because, we are the highest. We have the highest immunization percentage in the nation. I think fully vaccinated. We are about 88% now, and we still have triple-digit numbers. So that's something that need to be looked at. Just because as I just got back from Louisiana, they are 46 or 47% fully vaccinated, and their case rate is so little. Our whole state of Louisiana have 400 positive over the whole state, and along with everyone else in the state, the positive rate are going down, the hospitalization going down, but we still hang up there. So I think right now we number 5 or 6 in the nation, but again, we have the highest vaccination rate in the nation. So someone had to take a look at this and gather the data to see, what's the time frame for the second dose was given for this positive, to see if we can correlate and match somehow that is the immunity are coming down. That's why we have positive, or what happened. So
have you had you've been on the air and you've been kind of saying this for a week, 2 weeks now. Have you talked to your colleagues over on the PAG about this possibility?
Yeah, we talk about it. I mean, I did attend the PAG for quite a while, just was concentrating on the clinic, but we have input on the physicians during the PAG, and asked us questions, but again, it takes an effort from multiple entities, not just one, to make things moving. But again, the question is, why are we still in the triple digit? We really fully vaccinated. And I tell you, if you look at the football game and every sport event, there's no mask there, and there's 100,000 people in one place, but there's still, their positivity and the hospitalization are down a lot. Sometimes 34% decrease in the rate. So what do we do? It's just, that's the question is, what happened?
Yeah. I think it's interesting, Doc, too, when you talk about these questions and concerns. I think everybody has them, and probably most especially the people who are unvaccinated. They look at the vaccine and people going in the hospital and people dying, and they say, "Well, I don't think it's warranted for me to take it if it's not protecting those people." And that's why I think this conversation really needs to be brought kind of to the forefront, because if our goal is to give people that extra weapon against the virus, which I totally think the vaccine is yes, it's a great weapon to have against the virus. Shouldn't be the only weapon you have, though. But if that's our goal, is to get every single person vaccinated, then we have to just do better on reaching out to these people and explaining to them exactly what they get when they get the vaccine. Because I think there was a lot of upselling at the beginning of when we got the vaccines, right? People thought that it was the silver bullet, and clearly it's not. And I just think we need to be honest with our population and say, hey, yeah, it's not a cure, but it is something that can give you some added protection against COVID-19, and have those conversations. Because I'm inspired by you, Doc. I mean, you tell me people going to the clinic and like, oh, I don't want to get the vaccine, and you talk with them and they change their mind. And I just think that we've forgotten how to talk to people.
Absolutely. I tell you, the vaccine work. We're going on now for triple digit for 3 months, and then on the hospitalization, we're still in the 50, and that's still very high. But if we don't have the vaccine, man, I tell you, we will be overwhelmed. The hospital a whole lot more than we are right now. So it does work. I tell you, so I still encourage people to get the vaccine, and the information out there, education out there should be that if you get the vaccine, you still need to be careful, respect each other, so that way, you don't carry the virus and give to somebody. So it's important for us to continue to push the right information out there. Getting the vaccine doesn't mean that you won't get the infection. I still have a lot of people that turn positive say, how do we get it? I'm vaccinated already. So, yeah, I think we need to go out there and do a lot of education to people. And, again, since we don't have any further restriction, we just hope that the education part, information part work. Again, it's going to be a while. It's going to hopefully the vaccine, the monoclonal antibody, and our people watch out for each other. We work a whole lot, and we still really need to give the unvaccinated herd people to have some way to go back to their normal daily activity, right? So some new normal. We cannot continue to restrict them of everything they want to do. Everywhere I go in the state, if you're unvaccinated, including Hawaii, that you can do tests within 48, 72 hours for them to attend the gym, the restaurant, everything like that. So we can put the mandate together, but again, we still need to make some accommodation for the unvaxxed people to go back to somewhat near normal. Again, but they cannot be restricted, as they cannot do anything. I think that's an error on our part to continue to go down that road for maybe 2-3 months now for that one. So we need to let the unvaxxed people do what they do.
I mean, it'd be different if the governor put these mandates into effect and we saw the cases go all the way down. It was like 0.0001 per day, but it seems like it's only. I mean, I'm not saying it made it worse, but I mean, if you look at the numbers, things have only gotten worse since then.
So again, several things we can do really is to, put out some right information out there, make sure people understand about the vaccination. If people out there that does not have the vaccination yet, talk to your physician and let them explain to you, and try to get the vaccine as much as possible. And again, we need to get some accommodation for the unvaxxed people to go to the gym. go to restaurant and attend to event, especially sport event, just because I think it's very important for our community to be healthy in order for them to decrease the complication of the COVID infection.
What do you mentioned the gym? I think you were one of the individuals that signed off on that petition to the governor, correct? Which she
Yes.
ultimately said no to for
Yeah,
the
pretty is
exemption.
important. The gym have a lot of things in place to make sure that they decrease the risk of infection within the gym. Okay, but again, based on a lot of my patients that are still unvaccinated, and you can I talk to these people all the time, but they make up their mind already. But they are very healthy prior to this, and now they can't attend the gym, so their comorbidity went up, and that's what the administration need to know. Is that at the clinic level, the primary care level, these people risk factor and comorbidity go up because they can't attend the gym. So they need to go out there. They require masks in the gym anyway, and they keep that distance. So they need to get back to exercise to keep themselves healthy. As we know, comorbidity with hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol play a big part on mortality rate in Guam on the COVID-19. No, that's just because of infection, but you have to talk about non-COVID related incidents, mean that the stroke and the heart attack went up, going to go up if they don't stay healthy. And that's all you can do is let them exercise. But you cannot prevent people from trying to get themselves healthy by denying them access to the gym. They can get tested. That's another way that you can assure that people who go to the gym is not infected. If it's negative, every 48 something hours or so, let them exercise. That's what we should encourage, a healthy lifestyle.
Were you kind of surprised that the governor said no to this vaccine exemption?
Yeah, I think things need to be based on science and not fear. I think that the science of data being there, that again, you gotta listen to the physician, and what we see in the clinic every day is that you need to encourage people to exercise. And I mean you can. There's people, doesn't matter what you do. There's a few percentage out there that doesn't matter what you do to them, they will not get vaccinated. But doesn't mean that you won't give them a way for them to stay healthy, because if you think the unvaxxed going to have a higher risk of complication and dying from the infection, then let themselves get healthy by exercise and along with their lifestyle, their diet. But exercise, the main thing is really help them cut down the risk factor, also mentally, it keep them strong.
Really, you were surprised though, Doc?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I think that Claire Calvo, she put a very good effort in trying to get people healthy with exercise, all that kind of stuff. It's just it's very good to see people, walking outside, running outside, biking. But some people cannot do that outside. They need to have, for different reasons, they need to access to a gym. And I think that they should let those people access to the gym.
Me too.
Right.
Yeah.
And that letter, Claire actually wrote it, but there were several other individuals that signed off on this letter. You have Samantha Sablon from Custom Fitness, Melker Mandabusen from Spike 22, Kevin Jalik from Guam Muay Thai, Terry Knapp from Skip, James Sardea from Urban Fitness, Marilyn Gumobon from G6 Fitness, Daniel Gutierrez from Body Arts, Pepe LaFlemme, New Form Pilates, Sarah Langston, Lotus Yoga, Frank and Sarah Camacho, Dr. Horinucci from Dr. Horinucci, Dr. Nguyen, Leona Arevalo, Synergy Studios, Bella Jones, Paradise Fitness, Mark Manzano, Paradise Fitness, Lorelei Nelson, Synergy Studios.
Yeah,
it's
so
not
I mean,
just one.
the Skip kids,
individuals.
for crying out loud, the Skip kids signed this letter. You're gonna tell the Skip kids no? And I mean, Doc, to me,
And those are
the
also physical therapy. Some of the clinics mentioned there were physical therapy,
Right.
like businesses. Too.
I mean, Dr. Horanucci is, I mean, he's like a holistic wellness guy.
Yeah.
But Doc,
Yes.
I want to go back to the protocols, right? Because public health, the business community, the fitness community, the gyms, the studios, whatever, yoga, Pilates, all that stuff, they're obligated to come up with these protocols and submit them to public health. And we hold up these protocols and we say there's no transmission at the businesses because of these protocols that public health approves. We hold up these protocols and say they haven't led to any transmission at the gyms because of these protocols that public health approves. So I just don't get it. I mean, these protocols are in place. If you go to the gym, you get your own space, right? And we're talking about people who, for the most part, are pretty healthy and are wanting to stay healthy.
I mean, if we ask the majority of physicians will support this, like I say, we all do the same thing, right? I mean, we express to our patient that they need to do exercise to be healthy, to stay healthy. So I don't think you will find a lot of physicians out there that object to clinics for people to go to a gym and exercise. That's the main things. And I tell you, we need to encourage people to do that. Like I say, if you're concerned about the unvaxxed personnel, then we have tests now. It takes 15 minutes. Maybe test them before they go to the gym if you want to do that. But they have to have certain way to accommodate them rather than to flat say no. Because again, after the main surge of the COVID-19, I gotta remind people and remind Astrid that that we will expect to have a surge in a non-COVID admission because of this surge. So we have to, provide a way for our people to stay healthy to try to minimize the non-COVID surge after this. How many months went through this thing already for the last 3 months? So the hospital admission will go down to COVID-19 in the future sometime, but then the non-COVID admission will start to go up. So we have to base things on the science, and we need to realize that comorbidity will affect the admission to the hospital and the complication of COVID-19. So we have to do things to let our people stay healthy. So I tell you, find ways for people to get to the gym if they don't want to get vaccinated. Test them before they go. It takes 15 minutes. I think not everyone's going to be agree, but a lot of people will say, hey, test me and I can go to the gym.
Thanks, Doc.
Okay, but yeah, we just have to make ways, but to keep going on the same way we do right now for the last 3 months, I think that it's not going to work. It's going to, COVID-19, the Delta will go away eventually, but the question is how long and how many people are going to die before we change anything.
Yeah, that is the question, and people keep dying 12 weeks into this thing. Do you talk about doing the same thing over and over? I mean, we're not even, I don't get it. To me, I think it's, there are ethical issues with just allowing this thing to run rampant on our island.
Yes. And again, we have to find out, I think, why we have so high a percentage. I think we're about 40 to 45% breakthrough rate.
Yeah.
And our hospital admission is about 40-something% vaccinated. In the state, the number is around 10% or so. So we're still way above that. So it takes multiple entity to do the study and gather all the data. So I would say that someone need to take a look at that.
Good points, Doc. I appreciate it. We'll ask around. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Be safe, guys. Okay.
Welcome home.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Welcome home,
back.
Doc.
Right on.
Okay.
9:04. Quick break, and we're coming back with Jason Solis. Ladies, brace yourselves. The link continues next.
The world
Breast cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death in women. the chances that a woman will die of breast cancer is about 1 in 38. Although there is no sure way to prevent breast cancer, there are certain things that you can do, such as eat healthier and exercise. For more information about breast